Hello everyone, Reza here. In this video, I will show how we can leverage Dataverse Table Views directly inside Canvas Power Apps. We will provide a dynamic view selector option which will apply the filtering and sorting logic applied to the view directly to the Dataverse data inside Power Apps. So let's check it out in action. In Power Apps, when we need to filter data coming in from our data source, we provide filtering options in the form of controls, which allows the user to filter the data. In this scenario, I have a table in Microsoft Dataverse that is storing device information. If I would like to see all the devices that are currently in assigned status, I will pick the status as assigned. If I would like to see the devices that are assigned related to the manufacturer Samsung, I can select that and see that information here. If I select reset, it will reset the filter on the gallery. The items property of the gallery control is where we need to define the filter formula. However, with Microsoft Dataverse as a data source, if I head over to my tables and go to the devices table, if I head over to views, these are the views that have been created and are specific to my devices table. Back to my Power App, my gallery control is connected to my table of devices. One key feature you get when you connect to Microsoft Dataverse, be it the full version or Dataverse for Teams, is an additional feature of selecting views. I have a view called assigned devices. If I select this, it will apply the filtering and sorting logic that has been defined in the backend view directly to my gallery control here. If I want to create a new view to showcase all my devices that are in repair, I will head over here to add view, enter a name for my view and click create. In the view creation experience, on the right hand side, we have the ability to define our filters. If I select this, it will open the filtering experience. I will head over to add and add a new row. To show all the devices in the repair status, I will pick my device status column. It's of type text. I have multiple options here to choose from. I'll pick where the status of the device is equal to in repair. And I can add additional conditions. I can even group conditions and run them under and or operators. In this case, I'll apply a single filter, click OK, and publish my view. Back to my Power App. Now if I look at my list of views, I have my view called Devices in Repair. If I select this view, it will only show me the devices that are in that specific status. To make this even more dynamic, we can provide the views as an option for the user to select. To do that, I will insert a drop-down control. For my gallery control, which has a view applied currently, if we look at the items property, there is a filter being applied on my table, and there's this property called devices of views. This is the name of my Dataverse table, and views will list out all the view names as an enum. So if I do view dot, it will list out all the views for my table. So this enum, devices of views, is what I will go ahead and copy, go to my drop down control, and for the items property, I will use the following function, choices of my views enum. So this will list out all my views. And now to connect the selected view of this drop-down control with my gallery, for the items property of the gallery, filter my table of devices with my drop-down control name dot selected dot value. Now if I preview the app, we will see this live in action here. Assigned devices, the view has the filter to only show devices assigned. If I change this to available devices, it will show me all the devices that are available, and so forth. The advantage of this approach is we define our views in the back end. We do not have to come back to Power Apps and make changes to our app to apply the new filters. As the views change, automatically the back-end filtering logic would be put in place. We also have the ability to deactivate views. So if there are views that you do not want to show in that drop-down list, I can simply go and deactivate them right here. So I have deactivated the assignment history and available devices view. Those two views are not listed here anymore. Also, there are some standard out-of-the-box views that come along with your Dataverse tables. If you want to only showcase specific views, you can follow some sort of naming convention. In my case, I have my view name starting with an underscore. So for this drop-down control, I can apply a simple filter condition. Filter my set of views where I'll use the starts with function. The value, that's the name of the view, starts with underscore. Now if I preview my app, it will only show me those views where the names begin with underscore and that are active. My assignment history view, I will go ahead and activate this. If we look at this view, for the filter condition, I am filtering based on a related table. Dataverse allows us to create table relationships. With these views, we also have the power to connect to our related tables. In this case, the filter that I'm applying for my view states, get me all those devices that have a device assignment history. So every time a device is assigned to a specific user, I make an entry in this related table. Here, if I was to select assignment history, it will list out all those devices that have a history associated with it. If you observe the gallery, there is an extra icon that I'm showcasing here. When I select that for a specific device, it will navigate the user to the assignment history screen and showcase the historical information for that specific device. The same concept also works in Microsoft Dataverse for Teams. Here, I have a Power App that is showcasing expense reporting information. Once again, I've leveraged that view concept right here. Show me all the travel related expenses. So I have 3 expenses here that have related line items that have the category transportation. I have another view here that shows me all the expenses that are approved and have a category related to transportation greater than $50. Here, I have only one such expense. And in Dataverse for Teams, you head over to the PowerApps app for Teams, select your specific team, head over to See All, go to Tables. This will list out all the Dataverse tables specific to that team. Here is my expenses table. Once again, we have the ability here to create views. I'll add a view. I've called this food related expenses view. I'll click create. For my view, I will head over to filters on the right hand side to show all the expenses that have the expense status equal to approved, and I will add a related table, which is my table of line items, and the category should be equal to food and beverage. I can add additional filters here. For example, the cost should be greater than $30. There are many other options here. For example, if you pick date columns, there are various predefined filters that you can select from. Once you have your filters in play, I'll click OK. I can even define the sorting for my specific view. I'll sort this by name and I'll click Publish. Once my view is published, I will head back to my Microsoft team and relaunch my Power App. I have not gone ahead and modified and republished my app. This app is directly connected to the views associated with my expenses table that I'm listing out right here, and I can see my food related expenses. If I select this, it will filter my data to only show those expenses where the status is approved and have a line item that is related to food and beverage, and the value should be greater than $30. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching.